Chances are there's some good habit you want to start or bad habit you want to break. And following the advice from Atomic Habits is a great way to start. Today, you'll learn 2 key mindsets and how to apply the 4 laws of habits to improve your life. Why should you focus on your habits? The author, James Clear, points out that the quality of our lives depends on the quality of our habits. He also shows how habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. The same way money multiplies through compound interest, the effects of your habits multiply as you repeat them. The problem is most people believe doing the right thing and creating good habits has to do with willpower. If only you were strong enough or smart enough, you could do it. The first key mindset to creating good habits is that willpower won't get you there, but systems will. James says, forget about goals and focus on systems. You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. As someone who thinks about goals and the future quite often, this focus on systems and the process over outcomes is something I'm still working on. But so far, it seems like a focus on systems instead of results is leading towards even greater results. The second key mindset is that your identity, your belief about who you are affects your actions. Who you think you are affects your habits, and what you do consistently turns into your identity. If you call yourself a runner, you're more likely to go for a run. If you run 20 miles a week, eventually you call yourself a runner. You're not someone who is trying to lose weight, you're someone who eats healthy. So focus on your identity to point you in the right direction, and focus on the systems to get you to your destination. You also want to learn and apply the 4 laws of habits that James outlines in his book. The first law for creating good habits is to make it obvious. There's some great tips for doing that, such as stating your intentions. Writing down or publicly declaring what you intend to do makes it far more likely you'll actually do it. Now, this isn't a habit per se, but my 12-year-old daughter, she wanted to go to her friend's house recently. And she promised she would do her homework when she got back. So I made her write down, I will do my homework when I get back from Lucy's house, and then she signed it. She did, and when she returned, she started doing her homework without pestering from me. That's a win from Atomic Habits. Another idea is to design your environment. Make the good habits obvious and visible and remove the cues of your bad habits from your environment. Personally, I have my vitamins on my counter right next to where I leave my wallet and keys. It's a reminder every morning that before I leave for work, I need to take my vitamins. Or think of trying to break a bad habit. If you want to eat less junk food, then don't fill your house with junk food. The second law is to make it attractive. Do something you enjoy immediately before a difficult habit. If you love drinking coffee and you want to start journaling or meditating or reading the Bible every day, then resolve to do those things while you're drinking your coffee. Or perhaps another part of designing your environment is intentionally choosing the people you are around. If you want to get in shape, don't try to do it on your own. Join a group fitness class at your gym, or perhaps a running club. You'll get a sense of community when you're there. You'll be inspired to be like the leaders of the group. You'll be embarrassed if you don't show up every day, especially if you paid money. And you're more likely to develop that exercise habit. The third law is make it easy. If you're trying to learn how to play the guitar, don't put the guitar in its case and back in the closet every time you play it. Put the guitar on a stand in the middle of your living room. My wife likes to change into her exercise clothes before going to bed. When she wakes up, that's not only a reminder that it's time to work out, but it's one less thing she needs to do. One less excuse to keep her away from the gym. On the side of reducing bad habits, you'll want to make it difficult. That's why some financial gurus suggest you freeze your credit cards. Not freeze your credit, but actually put your credit card in water and put it in the freezer. The next time you want to use that credit card, you'll have to take it out of the freezer. By the time it thaws, you might have lost the urge to buy whatever it was you wanted to buy. Dave Ramsey goes one step further and tells you just to cut up your credit cards. The fourth law to create a good habit is to make it satisfying. James suggests using a habit tracker. Every time you do your habit, check the box. Soon you'll see a row of check boxes and be quite proud of your work. For breaking bad habits, you should make your bad habit unsatisfying. Ask someone to be your accountability partner. When you still do your bad habit, you'll have to fess up to your friend, and the embarrassment might keep you from that bad habit, or perhaps even create a habit contract. James says, make the cost of your bad habits public and painful. If there's some political cause you just can't stand, write out a check payable to that exact political cause and give it to your accountability partner so that they will mail it in if you break your habit contract. Or maybe you make a bet with your friend from the rival football team so that the first one who slips up has to wear the jersey from the team that they hate. You might have thought that your good habits, your good results had a lot to do with willpower. And yet we often do the things we don't want to do, and we don't do the things we want to do. Instead of trying harder, focus on your identity, your systems, and the 4 laws of habits. Go and get the book, Atomic Habits, so that you can design your habits that work for you rather than against you. And of course, as you're designing those habits, you'll want to make sure they match with your vision of how you want to live your life. Check out my next video, How to Live a Purposeful and Regret-Free Life. I'll see you there. Hi, I'm Jeremy Keil, owner of Keil Financial Partners. And if you're interested in seeing how we help our clients get more income, pay less in taxes, and avoid big retirement mistakes, make sure to go to keilfp.com. That's KEILFP.com.